G'day guys, and welcome to this business management lesson. In today's lesson, we're looking at key knowledge point 115. That is Unit 1, Area of Study 1, and the fifth key knowledge point for this area of study. Today specifically, we're looking at the importance of goal setting and decision making in business. Now, it's important when planning to undertake any business activity, whether it's new or an established business, that a list of potential and desired achievements should be generated. These are generally going to be the goals that you set for the future. The establishment of goals is important because it provides direction and purpose for business activities. If you're the only person involved in your business activity, then these don't need to be shared widely. But as soon as you have two or more people involved in a business activity, it's important that the goals that are set for this business activity are communicated clearly and shared between everyone involved so that you're all working for the same purposes. Working towards business goals will help make sure that everyone is on the same path, they're pushing in the same direction, and working towards ultimately achieving and fulfilling the business's mission and vision statements. Now, business goals are typically an expression of what an entrepreneur or a manager sees as the ideal scenario for a business or for themselves in the future. Goals typically don't describe how they're going to be achieved, but describe the state or the status of the business or of the person's own career once they've been achieved. So it might be that you'd like to work towards achieving a promotion or career advancement at the end of a couple of years. It might be that you want to grow your team of employees from 5 to 7 people to take on more responsibility and achieve more sales. Whatever it is, it doesn't necessarily tell you how it's going to be achieved, but it tells you what it is that you're hoping to achieve. Elaborated on more in Unit 3.4 Business Management is the goal setting theory of human motivation. But we can extrapolate some of that information and apply it to this key knowledge point. The best goals set out clear, achievable outcomes and define the criteria by which this goal can be determined to have been achieved or not. We don't like ambiguous or wishy-washy goals. So increase profits, in this example, is a bit vague. It doesn't tell you how much to increase them by. It doesn't tell you when they need to be increased by. Whereas a goal like increase the profitability of the company by increasing sales by 15% in 2023 and cutting production costs by 10% in the same period clearly defines what needs to be achieved in order to have met this goal. Now, the processes or the strategies you'd implement to increase sales by 15% and the strategies you'd implement to decrease production costs by 10% are left up to the imagination of the people working towards this goal, this objective. But I think you can see that that's a much clearer goal than simply increase profits. Now, it's already been said that goal setting is important for establishing direction. But we really need to double down on that and reiterate that if you have 5 people and you put them in a room and tell them that they'll be working on a group project and tell them that the group project is to give a presentation about animals, but you don't tell them what or why, you don't tell them how it will be assessed, then it's likely that the presentation about animals you get from these 5 people is going to be average at best. It might not at all address the criteria by which you're assessing the success of this presentation. So clear goal setting, establishing success criteria, helps define purpose and communicate to people why it is that they're doing what they're doing. Ultimately, setting out to complete a task without some sense of the success criteria is like setting out for a journey without a map. There's a little image of a treasure map on your screen right now. If you didn't know where the treasure was, you could end up digging holes all day, and I think we would regard that as pretty inefficient productivity. Now, the ability of a business to achieve its objectives or its stated objectives is referred to as business effectiveness. Efficiency and effectiveness are two terms that are important in business management. Efficiency refers to how well utilized resources are. Does it take 10 days to get something done in your business, or can it be done in an hour? That efficient use of time is of importance to business, and certainly effectiveness here, the definition that we use is it's the ability of a business or the degree to which a business can achieve its stated objectives. The better, or the more time and thought that goes into business goal setting, the more able a business, or the better positioned a business will be to achieve those goals. Now, individual goals tend to get less attention in business management. We spend a lot of time talking about business objectives, but it's important to understand that entrepreneurs, managers, and employees are likely to have goals for themselves also. Now, in summary for this key knowledge point, it's quite a simple one. Goals describe the desired achievements for an individual. They can be applied more broadly to a business context, but when we're talking about goals for businesses, we tend to refer to them as business objectives. It's important to set intentional goals to provide direction for your business activities and to ensure that everybody is pushing in the same direction. They're all working towards a common success criteria. Decision making becomes fundamentally important when you've set your goals, as you need to decide on strategies and plans that you can implement to achieve those goals. Goals don't tell you how they're to be achieved. They set success criteria, and then it's up to the management in your business to implement plans that can be followed to achieve those goals. That's where decision making becomes very important. And business effectiveness is the degree to which a business can achieve its stated objectives. That's all for today. See you next time.